Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. Have to have the Muslims see for themselves and decide if they want to leave this very intelligent, very good, the best religion ever, i.e. Islam. So we go, where do we go now? We go to this bad side of Allah's will. Surah 2 at 220. Surah 2 at 220. Both in regard to this world and the next, they question you concerning orphans. Say to deal with them in the way which is to their good, that is best. And if you intermix your expenses and living with them, there is no harm, for they are your brothers. Allah knows the mischievous from the righteous, and had Allah willed, He would indeed have imposed on you exacting conditions. So if He had willed, He would have imposed on you. So, or let's read Yusuf Ali's this part. If Allah had wished, He could have put you into difficulties. There seems to be something wrong with Allah's will sometimes in the Quran, right? But He didn't will it. So that's why you are not put into difficulties. That's the bad side of Allah's will. In Surah 2 at 220. But He is all powerful, most wise. So what has He done? He has left His will behind, or wish, so that He doesn't make it difficult for you. And yet you have to submit to Allah. His will? No, wait, I wonder, because His will has a bad side. Another one, Shia. Okay, this is the Arabic word. They either put wished or willed for Shia. And then we have Surah 10, ayat 16. Say, if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you, nor would He have made it known to you, for I had remained among you a lifetime before it. Then will you not read in lifetime before it? Before what? Sounds like a reincarnation. But we're going on Allah's will. So you're not a Muslim anymore. Let's work this out. Do you see the problem, error, or am I in cognitive dissonance? Intelligent Muslims, believers, I'm not taunting you, just in a terrible condition with some cognitive dissonance, it seems. Where are the intelligent Muslims? Where are the intelligent religious scholars, Quran experts, Shias, even Ismaili Shias, very educated? Your Highness, the Ismaili Imam has studied in Harvard University, right? Look at this ayat again. I've been looking at it for some time now before I came here on live stream to help you and help myself. I hope you can hear me. This is one of a kind, isn't it? I hope you can hear me. Yes. You can hear me loud and clear. I hear myself too. Surah 10, Yunus. Surah Yunus. Ayat 16. Say, if Allah had willed. I'm looking at this. Am I having cognitive dissonance or what? Seems to me that Allah did not will, as my English tells me. When did I learn this? To understand this kind of sentence, in which grade? Fourth, third, fifth, fifth grade, fifth class? Say if Allah had willed, if He had willed, like if it was the will of Allah, how shall I put it? If I had willed, they would not have. Wait a minute. If Allah had willed, I would, Prophet Muhammad is asked to say this. If Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. This means Allah didn't will it, right? Nor would He have made it known to you. So this is against Allah's will, right? Right or wrong? You see this calling on intelligent Muslims, just not so much intelligence is needed here. Maybe even if you are 10th intermediate, 10th grade, 10th class, pass 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. We have Najul Balagha, Shia's peak of eloquence. And of course, this is the source. Najul Balagha, it has Imam Ali sayings, letters, sermons. It has a sermon, I think, or the letter, sermon or the letter, which is without dots. In Arabic, if you write without dots, what is that? Shik, what do you call it? What do they call it? I've forgotten. So are you going to say I'm not a Shia? I was never a Shia? Just because I've forgotten, right? That I'm lying? Because this is what the Quran has taught you. That those hypocrites who forgot, Adam also forgot, in him is no determination. All those who, but you make an excuse for Adam. We've seen the Shia side to it, commentary under that ayat. And the hypocrites, they forgot Allah, so Allah forgot them. They forgot things. Forgetfulness. It's not like someone is lying. You don't detect a liar because someone has forgotten something. That person has forgotten. So, excuse me, I'm going to cough. Ah, excuse me. So please, if you now Muslims, if you think I'm lying, this is again Quran.com, Surah Adalawid, Surah Yunus, where is it? So had Allah willed, if Allah's will was in it, He would not have recited it to you. So it is against Allah's will that He has recited it to you and not made it known to you. He would not have made it known to you. Now it's Are we getting cognitive dissonance here? Why again and again to me? Trying to save myself so that you don't unlive in me? Do you think I'm lying? Hmm? If Allah had willed, He would not have made it known to you. So it is against Allah's will that He made it known to you, this Quran or whatever has been revealed to Him, right? From Allah. Remember a long time ago, if you were following me, if you were there, I don't know or if you've seen my live stream. I don't remember the title of that live stream. I was saying Allah's will, there's a bad side to it, right? And on another ayat, different ayat in the Quran. But then I corrected myself and I had this perhaps cognitive dissonance. Please see this. So here I am. I forgot to say that I do not intend to hurt anyone. No Muslim. If you don't hurt me, don't hurt you. But if you hurt me, I will hurt you. Right? Here in this, I've been hurt. That doesn't mean that I hurt you, Muslims. Of course, I feel my religion has lied to me, but still, okay, I said that I would not hurt you if you do not hurt. I do not hold you responsible for hurting me on this, right? The culprit is Prophet Muhammad, false prophet. This is a false religion, and you are victims to it, like I was once upon a time. Target, victim. So the whole thing is not Allah's will. The whole thing, see it, please. Surah 10, ayat 16. Let's try to work it out. Easy. Have I lost my mind completely? Or my comprehension is very, very low now? So let me just say it this way. About this ayat, Surah 10, ayat 16. I put it here. Allah didn't will that this be recited to you. Right? This is what it means, right? This ayat. Allah, if Allah had willed, if it was Allah's will, I would not have recited it to you. I would not have recited it to you if it was Allah's will. So it is not Allah's will. No. Let's work it out again. Very easy, but how surprising, how shocking. On an easy thing, I'm confused. No, wait a minute. Let's read it again. Let's put it this way. Are you sure there's no will of Allah in this? That this Quran be recited to you? If I had not willed, sorry, I'm just working it out on, taking an example of I, myself. If I had not willed, they would not have recited it. This means, put it in your own words. So it was not the will of Allah, right? Or wrong? Was it the will of Allah that this Quran be recited to anyone? And also, what else? Just take this part for now, because am I seeing what I'm seeing? Am I having cognitive dissonance? Nor would He have made, Allah have made it known to you if it was Allah's will. Allah would not have made it known to you, made this revelation known to you. For I had remained among you a lifetime before it. Doesn't this sound like reincarnation, past lives? No, no, or yes? And then Allah says, say to them, meaning, so starting from, then will you not reason, O Aqil, Aqalmand, O intelligent people, O people of understanding, that's Albab, O people of reason. How have we been deceived? Do you see it? Surah 10, ayah 16. Your supreme creator, originator, he could not have made a mistake here, could he? This ayat actually is saying, if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. So if Allah had willed, I would have recited it to you, and I do recite it to you, right? I do recite it to you. But it says if Allah, so Allah's will was not in this. Which Allah is this? What is wrong here? What is going on? Is this the Allah of the polytheists? Hello, those Muslims. Can you come now and tell me to go to a religious scholar or use my reason, use my akal here? Because Allah is saying, then will you not reason? He's not saying go to a religious scholar to understand this ayat. Would you tell me to go to a religious scholar to understand this ayat? Or to read it in Arabic? تعقلون 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 فلا تعقلون عقل عقل. And of course, I'm reading it in English. So I went to my multilingual Shia Quran. I think Shakir tries to. Shakir is very good in translation. Shia, maybe he's a Shia translator. Because the Sunnis, I haven't seen on their website, Quran.com, having Shakir there. So he must be a Shia then. If I had not willed, they would not have recited it. So it was not the will of Allah that this Quran be recited to anyone. How are you then Muslims? How is he then a Muslim? Forget being a believer prophet. Wait a minute. Let's look. Shias. So, okay, this is an English translation. You can't blame me. I mean, Quran has, we've got a Shia also. Put it in English translation, I guess. Shakir. Surah 10, ayah 16. Say, if Allah had desired, brackets, otherwise. If Allah had desired otherwise, or willed otherwise, or wished otherwise, they have to correct this. Shakir did a good job trying to correct your Allah. Otherwise, or otherwise, there's no comma here. Has to be a comma for English. Sentence, there's a grammatical mistake if, wait a minute, there's a comma here, but there's no comma here. There should be, say, if, so now it starts with, if you say like something like, if Allah had desired, starting Okay, say, but this sentence, if Allah had desired. So if in the sentence there is if Allah had desired, there has to be a comma. Now, where shall we put the comma? If Allah had desired, comma here, then otherwise I would not have. Then it's the same thing. Problem. Then Allah did not desire it for him to recite the Quran to you or to even have taught it to you. Allah did not desire it. English experts. Okay, I'll perhaps come again on this. I have a cognitive dissonance. I'm not lying. I can't believe this. So I've been an ex-Muslim and I've done many ayats and shown you many contradictions and from my Shia side also. But again and again, having cognitive dissonance. Not sure. What did I read? Okay, here you could say that their will was involved. And so Allah, had Allah willed? No, whose will? No, here something because, Allah just doesn't want you. At least He's brought His will here in Surah 2, ayat 220 to make it easy for you. No. If Allah had wished, He could have put, no, had, actually to say that His will. So thank God Allah didn't will it. Now, that other God? Or thank Him, thank this Allah, that He didn't will or wish that then He would have made it difficult for you, put you in difficulties. So sometimes the will of Allah has this, or wish, will, or desire of Allah. Now, Allah has a desire? Please. What? Allah has no desire. So, dizzy, His Highness. Oh, salutations. Oh my God. Ismailis. तेरा ये फिरते हम बहुत स्टक इधर ये यानी बोल रहे हैं कि दिजी ये पता है दिजी तेरा हमने इंग्लिश तो हम ठीक हैं थोड़ा तो आता है भूल गए दादा तो आई फॉरगॉट दिजी मुझे तो बहुत चक्कर आ रहा है से इफ अल्लाह had willed चक्कर आ रहा है let's take a break. Let's go here. Surah 10, yeah. So, anyways, the Holy Prophet had lived his whole life of purity and virtue amongst his people. Indeed, I have lived a lifetime among you before it. Oh, before this revelation. Sorry. No, there's no reincarnation. Before this, he's lived a lifetime. If it had said, I have lived lifetimes among you. No, there's no reincarnation. Let me see if I make mistakes and all this. Sometimes, what kind of a person am I really? I don't understand myself anymore. Can someone help me here? Do you not then understand? I really would love to understand this, but the thing is that I'm getting, maybe my mind is now not that strong. I'm getting old. And plus my condition. So I did what I did earlier on, but now deteriorating at a fast rate, please. Can I trust in someone to help me? I can't even trust in myself, my shadow, my 5 senses, my comprehension. Oh my God. So, okay, maybe I've made a mistake here, right? Let me just, if Allah had desired, Allah doesn't desire. Shakir, one thing Allah willed, so Allah desired. Will is better when, He determines wills, and He says be, and it is. Then it took Him how many days to make the heavens and the earth? Okay, let me see. Okay, so He declared His divine mission, His fair character. At least Puya Ali commentary corrected me. Now I understand that He was there before this was recited and taught. With you, his fair character and honorable bearing won the approbation of the fellow citizens, and he received the title by common consent of Al-Amin, the trusted, and Al-Sadiq, the truthful. The Holy Prophet's truthfulness was byword in Makkah. Was a byword in Makkah, sorry. Then, under Allah's command, he preached the unity of Allah and denounced idolatry. Surah 10, ayah 17. So, who is more unjust than he who invents a lie about Allah or denies his signs? Indeed, the criminals will not succeed. Who are the criminals? See what he has made you into criminals. Surah 10, ayah 20. And they say, why is a sign not sent down to him from his Lord? So say, the unseen is only for Allah to administer in brackets. What a way to tell us reason. Hello, this Allah. This is modern times. Now, how many? 1400 years? When will we learn that this, what is this? Say the unseen is only for Allah. So wait. What in the world? Look at the reason the unseen is only for Allah. Prophet Muhammad doesn't even know what the unseen is. Without Allah, he not know. Of course, you say that. Then unseen is only for Allah. Should he put it like this? Should Allah bring it like this? Bring here, then down to Prophet Muhammad. So wait, indeed I am with you among those who wait. Let's wait. Another contradiction we have here is in Surah 2 ayat 217, against which, look at these poor polytheists, look at them, against them. Surah 2 ayat 217, people ask you about fighting in the holy month. Say, fighting in it is an awesome sin. Awesome. Awesome is a very positive word. But anyways, great sin or terrible sin or, okay. But barring people from the way of Allah, disbelieving in Him, and denying entry into the holy mosque, and expelling its inmates from it, and more awesome acts in the sight of Allah from it are more, it are more awesome acts in the sight of Allah. Please bear with me as you have been. Those who have been bearing with me here patiently. Thank you so much. In the sight of Allah, awesome acts in the sight of Allah, and persecution is even more heinous than killing. So they did not kill you, Muslims, they expelled the inmates from it, and are more awesome acts in the sight of Allah. And persecution, fitna, is even heinous, worse than killing. Okay? They will not cease fighting against you. They're fighting these polytheists against you till they turn you from your religion, if they can. So remember well that whoever from amongst you turns away from his religion and dies in the state of unbelief, their work will go to waste in this world and in the next. They are destined for the fire, and it is there they will abide. And what have Allah done that changing their religion, telling them to come here, right? They want to change you back to, oh, you have become new Muslims. Didn't now the Muslims who were Jews and Christians and polytheists have become Muslims? Okay, so he's reverting you back to your old Abrahamic monotheistic religion. Oh, and he's blaming them that they will not cease to fight against you, and you have been fighting against them. How your Allah has put it in the Quran to deceive you, that sometimes, if they don't fight you, don't fight them, leave them alone. No, you should not fight them. Okay, I will show you another deception. He's fighting against you till they turn you from your religion, if they can. So, they just fight you to turn you from your religion. Maybe back to the religion you came from, polytheism or Christianity or Jewish. We don't know. Number 2, footnote. Maududi, I not checked. So remember for this. Whoever from amongst you turns away from his religion and dies in a state. I read that. So this part was important for Surah 2 at 217. And now we come to Surah 2 at 221. And do not marry polytheistic women until they believe. Until they believe, right? So don't marry them. You are not fighting or trying to change them. And the believing slave woman is better than a polytheist, even though she might please you. And do not marry polytheistic men to your women until they believe. Okay, so this is for marriage. And the believing slave is better than a polytheist, even though he might please you. Those invite you to the fire. Now, this very nice manipulation and maneuvering, these polytheists, they invite you to the fire. Don't not change your religion. It is saying in such a beautiful way, manipulating. You will be so scared how it is manipulating you to come to Islam. No fighting, no fighting. Just don't marry them and also tell them that you are inviting us to the fire. So you know very well that these polytheists are inviting you to the fire. But Allah invites to paradise and to forgiveness by His permission. I wish His permission was even more. So that like Isa al-Masih, you breathe into the clay bird you make, it come to life. All of you can do that, believers, by the permission of Allah. Isa al-Masih give life to the bird. You also give life. No, no. The others who give life polytheists, these people are doing magic. They're terrible. By the permission, they are doing polytheism. It is, it is haram. They cannot even create a fly or take the food out of the fly when it go inside the fly's stomach. Or even from the mouth, they cannot snatch the food. Can you do it? No, no, we cannot do it. It is Allah who does it. Okay. Even my now mind going, I think I'm losing it. I will just disappear soon. Those invite you to the fire, but Allah invites to paradise. And to forgiveness by whose permission? His own permission. And he makes clear his verses, very clear. It's so clear. So easy. I tell you, 9-year-old can study the Quran and understand. That's why she is a Muslim, not because her parents are and she's born in a Muslim, because they all believe that this Islam is true. And no, no, please don't say anything against Islam, right? Why should we say anything against Islam? Isn't it too much? No, no. We are studying Islam, studying Quran ayats, beautiful Quran ayats. We are studying how many errors, how many great ways Allah has put, how many great ayats are there. Perfection to the core. Why are you targeting us Muslims and our main source? Have I not targeted my own religion? Once upon a time, it was my religion. I not pity myself. Oh no, don't show me this. My sentiments are being hurt. So what I do to myself, not that I want you to do everything I do to myself, like I have some bad habits, maybe drinking too much tea, not eating proper food, timing's messed up, going crazy, abusing, this, that. Devil has got me, but not as so much as it has got you in a more beautiful way, Muslims. You not abuse. You not unlive someone who leave religion or criticize. Let us see. Let us study the Quran properly. And even we have religious scholars. Why trouble them? First, we use reason. We see. First, try to read the Quran, understand for yourself, and then you go upper level and ask your religious scholars, call for open invitation, please, if you authorities concerned, Muslim authorities, if you would like to help me, I not right. You not. I don't want to trouble my Sayyids, Sayyid Sistani, or no, no. Let us read this first. Let us understand. Use our mind, because here, wherever Quran say use your reason, we use reason. And we give time to the Sayyids, Shias, Quran experts. contemplate. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should be in the mental asylum. Wait a minute, let me see. Even though he might please you, even though he might please you, don't invite you to the fire. Now, how he tried to take you away from polytheism? This is their religion. So he take you away from their religion, saying that they are inviting you to the fire by being polytheists. And you know, most believers are polytheists. Surah? Which surah was that? I forget. Number and name and ayat number. So the fire. But Allah invites to paradise. This is how He invites you to this religion, nicely, goodly manner. And He makes clear, His verse is very clear. And to the people that perhaps they may remember, even 9-year-old girl, little girl, understand? No, no. So my Quran teacher come and I show him mistake in Allah, written Allah. When he's teaching me about Dhamma and all this symbols that you put on top. Then Surah 9 Ayat 1, this is a declaration of now disassociation from Allah and His Messenger. To those with whom you had made a treaty among the polytheists. Surah 9 Ayat 2, you may go about freely in the land for 4 months, but know well that you will not be able to frustrate Allah, and that Allah will bring disgrace upon those who deny the truth. Truth is that Allah is one, and unity, Tawheed. Now, wait a minute. So, back to Surah 2, Ayat 217. What was in this Kaaba but idols? And Bibi Maryam's, Mother Mary's picture. He didn't remove that, but he covered it with a veil nicely. So Bibi Maryam is now covered, picture of Bibi Maryam covered in the Kaaba. He didn't remove it, but he break idols. And now what is? So he's blaming the polytheists for not allowing you to enter the holy mosque and expelling its inmates from it. Awesome acts are more awesome acts in the sight of Allah. So shouldn't he say, okay, you have your gods and I have my God? And there were idols in the Kaaba. Why are you removing this? And so he's blaming the polytheists here for removing you, and yet his Allah is now saying this association from Allah, and even from Makkah you leave. Not only the Kaaba, the whole Makkah cleared. So you may go about freely in the land for 4 months. But know well that you will not be able to frustrate. So you are gone, polytheists. Polytheists are gone they are gone. Not you, Muslims. When I say you, I become like Allah. No, no, toba, toba. Shirk, polytheism. They, polytheists. This is how Allah refer to them, they. So I also have to say they. And you are Muslims, believers. You may go about freely. And what they did, well, whatever I showed you earlier. But this at least show you that he not want politics around Makkah, anywhere near Makkah. And fight them, Surah 9 at 2, 1, 2, 3. Fight those living near to you, your neighbors. Something like that. Yalunakum. Do not even spare them. Even those living near around Makkah, Medina, polytheists, or the disbelievers. So now who's taking them out? Oh, this very Buddha type peaceful religion, pluralism. And another one I want to show you is smileys. I find where they say we want change. Please change this religion. Do this, that. Say, why change? I cannot change it. And yet Allah has promised the believers that He will change their religion for them. Surah Nur ayat 55. Now where I find that ayat also. So sorry, I wanted to help Ismailis. Maybe I find it in Surah Tawbah or Surah Yunus. Say, if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it. If Allah had willed, I would not have recited it. Meaning Allah's will is not there. And you are asked, you are told, everyone willingly or unwillingly submit to Allah. But here, Baba, Allah's will is not here that you recite, that He recite to you. Your Prophet recite. Allah's will absent, not present. Allah's will is not there. Let's go. So who more over this ayat 17? So who is more unjust than he who invents a lie about Allah, denies His signs? And they worship other than Allah, that which neither harms them. Say, do you inform Allah of something He does not know? In the heavens or on earth. They've already told Him that Allah's will is that that's why we are polytheists and we forbid certain things. Exalted is He, high above what they associate with Him. And we would not have associated with Him if Allah's will was not there. Yeah, sorry I had to mute myself because the fire alarm went on. But the show must go on. Help for you people. And mankind was not but one community. Do they want me to change this religion? Do they want me to change? Bring a change in this religion. Now, how Allah promised the believers? Surah Yunus or Surah Baqarah? And when our verses are recited to bring other than, here it is. Surah Yunus ayat. And when our verses, ayats are recited to them as clear evidences, those who do not expect the meeting with us say, bring us a Quran. Other than this, or change it. Say, oh Muhammad. Why would they say something like this? Can you tell them, polytheists? Tell your Allah to Baba, change it. What kind of a thing is this? This really madness. I'm mad also, but not as mad as this, I think. Or we are all in a mental asylum. Bring us a Quran other than this or change it. Those who do not expect the meeting with us say. Maybe polytheists expect meeting. They meet Allah here maybe. They worship awliyas who bring them close. They go very, very near to Allah in position. Surah Zumar ayat 3. Bring us, okay, so they don't. So polytheists meet Allah. They go. I mean, they meet Allah on earth. They kind of go so near to Him. Their awliyas help them reach Allah in Zulfa, position, nearness. Even you, moments, believers can reach that nearness through good deeds and all that. What the Quran ayat. Not to remember the surah name, a number, or ayat number. Bring us a Quran other than this or change it. Say, oh Muhammad, it is not for me to change it on my own accord. Okay. I can't change it. I only follow what is revealed to me. Right. And then later on, Allah said that Ismailis, that the Sabir Salim, when I see his video, what he say? You have a new religion. And why are you blaming Muslims? Why are you blaming the poor Ismaili Israeli? 55 ayat here. Maybe you not understand, maybe you have different translations, but all of you are Muslims, sincere and true to this religion. Allah has promised those who have believed among you and done righteous deeds that He will surely grant them succession upon the earth, just as He granted it to those before them, and that He will surely establish for them their religion, their religion. Not Allah's religion, not Prophet Muhammad's religion, but since they believed, Allah has promised them that He will surely establish for them their religion. It is not again Islam being enforced. It's what Ismaili say. Like the rules here and all that, it's Islam, but now whatever they want, they can add and take away. I mean, it's not very clear. But it's their religion, whatever they want. Now, these believers who have been their religion, which He has preferred for them. The Prophet Muhammad can't do that when they asked him. But for the believers, He has promised. Allah has promised. Bring reforms. So Ismailis would say, in our religion, at least, Christians are saying their religion has not been reformed. They can't reform this beautiful ayat, this best ayat you can't find in maybe Judaism, Torah, or Deuteronomy, or any other book of the Old Testament, right? Old Testament. But this is beautiful. Come, all of you come. Christians, come. Jews, come. Come to Ismaili. Come to His Highness Aga Khan. I also want to go, but Dizzy, please, Ja Kabutar Ja, this Indian song coming. Go pigeon, take my pegham, my message to His Highness Aga. Now what do you? Kabutar? Yeah. No, Kabutar, my friend. Now you have another friend, Kabutar. Hello, pigeon. Hello. Please send my letter to His Highness Khan. Now we have Zahra. Those olden days are gone. Ooh, I can write email to Ismaili or Ismaili website. What shall I tell them? Tell them that तेरा को हम बता देंगे हम जा रहे हैं तुम जा रहे हो दिसी तुमने मुझे भी तौतला कर दिया really Dizzy has made me stammering हाइनत मैं एटाइनत को बोलूँगा So very accommodating. Now, अभी His Highness को मिला है कब से, from where it changed to for now imams can change this religion, reform this religion. Very good. It have changes coming. Everything changes but Imam. Everything changes but you. Who sang that song? He preferred for them. Now he's established their religion, which he has preferred over other religions and even the set of religion laws that he gave earlier to the great grandfather of His Highness Aga Khan, with a due respect. Change for them? Okay. Their religion, right? Or the way they worship. Deenahum, their religion. Deen, yeah. So you see, Ismailis, how great. There are हम लोग His Highness पे hope कर रहे थे. Hope, very good. You see, His Highness has spoken. I think Ismailis have His Highness has spoken on hope. How great hope is. If we didn't have hope, we have the moment, Dizzy. Tomorrow, who knows what tomorrow brings? But this moment, why hope, hope, hope? Sometimes future turn even worse than what is present. Then what happened? We go in a shock. Like what is happening now in the world. What is this radical Islam? This without the Imam. They say, Shias would say without Imam Hussein. Allama Iqbal said radical. No, there are some Sunni, very good, moderate Sunnis, liberal Sunnis, Salafis also. Okay, so this reform coming, who bring it? Sabir Salim, Ismaili. Tell us, have you missed this ayat or not? You have missed it. You have missed the true meaning of this ayat. Surah Nur ayat 55. It's not Surah Anam. Oops. Okay. Be smart. Only trust your heart. Dean Martin. From 10,000 Bedrooms movie soundtrack. The stars may deceive you. This Allah's will may what Allah deceive you may vanish and leave you. Allah never vanishes. Be smart, only trust your heart. And what the Mu'min have to do? They have to pray. Al Imran verse, Surah Al Imran verse. Oh Allah, do not make our hearts go astray after you have guided us. Even hearts going astray, not the minds. The breeze softly sighing, in truth may be lying. Be smart, only trust your heart. See, you are not allowed, you have not been shown how to trust your heart. You are always fearful and praying to Allah. This you think humble, very humble. God likes praying. Don't think you are independent and you can do it all. And your heart, you can only trust your heart. The warmth of her may teach you what bliss is, but this is a faithless lover's heart. Only trust your heart. I'm not doing justice to this song. Dean Martin sang it beautifully. Not the firelight that comes from the starlight. Be smart. Only You have not been. Where are you? Where are you? Alas, alas. The warmth of rain. Only trust your heart. The moon may deceive you. Like Abraham say, moon deceive me, stars go down. No, no, that's not my God. How many stars are there? These can't be my gods. My God is one. There are many stars. Abraham. So be smart. Only trust. O Lord, do not let our hearts go astray. Astray. Ashtray. You see, whoever have astray here, they are deceived like you are, Zahra. You are the most deceived. You should be condemned to death. Surah Al Imran, verse 8. Who say, Our Lord, let not our hearts deviate after you have guided us, and grant us, even after you are guided by Allah, you still have to pray that your hearts not deviate. And grant us from your self mercy. Already Prophet Muhammad has come. The mercy, which this mercy, Ar-Rahim or Rahman? Rahmatan, Rahmatan, Rasul, Ya Rasulullah, we do not send you, but as Rahmatan lil Alameen, to the Alim, universe, knowledgeable creation of Allah. Indeed, you are the bestower. Wahhab. Maybe this is where come Wahhabi, bestower. So they pray like this, and you are always fearful praying. It is who sent down to thee the book, and it are verses. Oh, this allegorical, and this, and those in whose hearts. Oh, and those in whose hearts is a disease. What they do, who deviate perversity, follow the part thereof, and that is allegorical, seeking discord. You see, Ismail is seeking discord. You will, some Muslims, most Sunni, even 12 Shias. Do you see them perverting the allegorical? You not understand Ismaili Shia properly? Ismaili Shia, son? And then you put this blame on them. So, Noni was right, Noni Darwish, right? That Muslims, the sad, tragic part of this is that the part of Muslim believers are oppressed and the other part are the oppressors. And sad part is that this Ismailis, the minority, even from Shia Islam minority, less than 12 Shias, are victims, are oppressed. We are told they take the allegorical, and in their hearts is perversity, follow the part thereof that is allegorical, seeking discord. Now, who is seeking peace? I heard Ismaili Imam's speech on X platform, his Ismaili, what do you call it, account, X platform, Facebook now, recently, what he say? I see story. I not a oh a smiley, right? Story. What he say? He said that we want peace, peace, peace. Right? Who's seeking discord? Now there's lots of pages I'm following of the Ismailis wanting to know the truth, going on sidelines. There is sneaking in into the Ismaili Facebook pages. What I find, peace is the way it says. His Highness Aga. We all love peace and we want peace in this world. No, no, but I put in my own words. Dizzy, don't tell His Highness Aga. He already knows. Dara, how does he know? Well, well, you just said it here, right? So there will be Ismailis are going to go and tell him. There will be like already knows. Dizzy, you also. Really, what has happened to your mind? You Quran par really reading this Quran, I not to know. And also life. Okay, so this fall now. Oh, because oh, so surely you, only you are the munificent giver. Yadikal khair biham. Sorry, Rabbika. I'm so used to. I'm supposed to do mata. Rabbika ba ki kasam, kasam. बंदे हाथों में रसन सारे दरबार सितम. Oh my God. So, Ismailis, you have not a parade like this that our Lord do not let our hearts swerve towards crookedness after you have guided us because no, what we care about critics in your own Islam, but that is the tragedy, Muslims. Tragedy when you're on Bijis. You know His Highness Khan. Let us wait. Harvard, huh? Here he. Recently, Hafiz tell me that His Highness is going to be how old? 49th Imam, 9 and 2 or 3, 93 or 92 years old. Don't worry, Ismailis, Hafiz has told me. So his education, Harvard. Where is it? Cum laude honors with. So he graduated from Harvard University in 1959, 2 years after becoming the Imam of the Nizari Ismailis, with a Bachelor of Arts degree in history with cum laude honors and his varsity age for the Harvard Crimson men's soccer team. The young Khan was a competitive downhill skier and skied for Iran in the 1964 Winter Olympics, also in sports, very good. So this cum laude honors, doctorate in history. He said about it, overnight my whole life changed completely. I woke up with serious responsibilities toward millions of other human beings. I knew I would have to abandon my hopes. But what His Highness Aga Khan said in the interviews about hope, this is something very, very special. So he had to abandon my hopes of studying for a doctorate. Imam's hopes are like, okay, he wasn't an imam, but he just became an imam. So when he was a imam's grandson, oh my God, even then he have to abandon his hopes of studying for a doctorate in history because his grandfather may make him imam. Oh la la la, my hopes of studying for a doctorate in history. He's so interested in history. Okay, so now mad cum laude, sorry, not mad, cum laude honors, right? From Harvard, bachelor's. Doctorate he didn't do. Maybe he went later and did he complete his study, like do MA, doctorate? I decide that my successor shall during the first 7 years of his imamate. Oh, the Akhan the third. Okay. Okay, so, oh, Lisbon enacted the Ismaili constitution. Wait, let me also show you something, right? Peace is the way His Highness Aga Khan has said. Oh my God, wait a minute, I make mistake here. Peace. On peace, he say. Get award for Master Center. Honored His Highness Aga Khan with its Peace Connection Award. Peace, security, and cooperation discussed it. You see? Ismaili Center, Lisbon. Master Peace Award. Focus on peace, the Ismailis, an urgent responsibility. Dubai Center, Ismaili Center in Dubai. For 11 years, the Ismaili Center continues to be a place of peace as envisaged by the envisaged by the words of His Highness Aga. La la la, look at this. So could he really do this? Seek ayats, allegorical ayats? These are Muslims. So Surah 3 ayat 7. Self-learning and wellness are an urgent personal responsibility. Self-learning. Huh? Did the designer say that? Then why Dr. Khalil Andani say he looks up to religious scholars? Self-learning and wellness are an urgent personal responsibility. Thank you. Who said this? So the Dubai UAE Ismaili, the Ismailis, an urgent focus on peace. Oh, see, Dr. Khalil Andani Ismaili. Self-learning and wellness are an urgent personal responsibility. Being at peace with ourselves is a necessary pillar of our daily mindset more than ever before. Very important. Personal peace can be fragile, but sustaining it can bring impactful results for so many. So true. Restless hearts need peace. Restless minds need peace. I think the mind is always restless, searching, searching, searching. Jeremy Gilley, an actor turned filmmaker, chose to make peace with himself many years ago by shifting away from making pure entertainment films. He embarked on the journey of peace one day, which grew into a not for profit independent organization in 2007 through a ceasefire campaign with several organizations. All this. Oh, United Nations and the Afghan government 1.4 million children received the P3 polio vaccine in parts of Afghanistan on Peace Day. 4.5 2010, that was 2007, 2010, 4.5 million children in conflict ridden areas of Afghanistan alone were immunized. Independently, the Institute of Economics and Peace measures the peacefulness. For 11 years, Ismaili Center Dubai continues to be a place of peace, as envisaged by the words of His Highness the Aga Khan before laying the center's foundation stone in 2008. It is my humble prayer that when built, the Ismaili Center in Dubai will be a place for contemplation and search for enlightenment, where people come together. Allah, I wish I could go there to share knowledge. So we can all go there, like we don't have to be smileys. Uh, share knowledge and wisdom. It will be a place of peace, of order, of hope, and of brotherhood, radiating those thoughts, attitudes, and sentiments. Yeah. Radiation. Right now, I have evil radiation, unfortunately, and sentiments which unite and which do not divide and which uplift the mind and the spirit. The ethos of peace permeates through the six Ismaili centers. Globally, the Akhan Development Network and the Global Center for Pluralism, founded by His Highness Akhan the Great. Karen Armstrong, also founder of Charter. She's the founder really of Charter of Compassion. Shared the significance. Dubai during a session. Oh my God, September 2018. She passionately spoke of how vulnerable street children were learning. Street children were learning from their peers as a result of the Compassion Project in the province of Sindh, Pakistan. She further reiterated how each individual can support global peace by practicing compassion, which is out of my hand. So, what is really this compassion? So, we will go to love and all this that I have missed out on in my previous live, one of the earlier live streams. What is love? I couldn't answer. So, His Highness Akhan, Harvard University, Kamlode, into what is this? Do you think will of Allah this in this ayat? See, if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it. See, if Allah had willed, so if there was the will of Allah, if there was the will of Allah, I would not have recited it to you. Do you get it? देखें अगर उर्दू जानते हैं ज़हरा तुम उर्दू में बात नहीं करो। दीदी, दीदी विल क्या होता है? चलें अगर अल्लाह की ख्वाहिश होती तो से ख्वाहिश भी यूज़ करते विश, या अल्लाह का अगर वो क्या बोलते हैं देखा, आपको उर्दू इतनी नहीं आती है बराबर। से इफ अल्लाह हैड विश्ड या डिजायर ख्वाहिश मिकुनम अलो ख्वाहिश मिकुनम मेरे आपको हर आबरी मिगिरम अज़ाब्र गौर गुलामी गिरम सर रोहे तो अजीज मीमीजा अमन तू ईरानी गॉन यू हैव जस्ट उर्दू में कहते हैं टांग तोड़ दें। से इफ अल्लाह हैड willed, बेचारी अल्लाह गीता ईरानी गीती I forget. I know Gugush, remember, but I know most Giti, lot of her songs. Khwahish. So, wish. What umid? आजा 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 मेरी बर्बाद मोहब्बत के सना. Umid would be like तुम मेरी उम्मीदों को. Wow, who sang that? A very high pitch. सुना किए जाते बचपन की मोहब्बत को. इंडियन सॉन्ग ओल्ड. तो अगर अल्लाह की ख्वाहिश होती ना या डिजायर, विल तो आता होगा आपको, विल यानी मैं अपना मैं अपने आप को दस विथ फुल नो फुल मैं अपने आप को मैं अपना विल उर्दू में क्या कहते हैं? अच्छा चले ख्वाहिश. तो अगर अल्लाह की ख्वाहिश होती तो वो आपको मुझे रिसाइट करना. मैं नहीं रिसाइट करता है तुम लोगों को. टू यू. अच्छा तुमको. अगर अल्लाह की ख्वाहिश होती तो मैं नहीं रिसाइट करता तुम लोग को तुमको. ओ माय गॉड डिजी. ओह माय हेड. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. थोड़ा बादाम बादाम लो, दिमाग को ठीक करो, थोड़ा ब्रेक लो. एक हम let us take a deep breath in. I think you need I've been resting dizzy. दीदी आप आराम कर लें थोड़ा. लगता है चक्कर आने लगेंगे. ज़्यादा दिमाग पे ये दीदी हमारी थोड़ी ठीक नहीं है ना. If I had willed, they would not have. Allah didn't will that this be recited to you, right? If I had not willed, they would not have recited it. तो not होना चाहिए ना. If Allah had not willed, I would not have recited it to Allah. Toba, 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 toba. Do you get it? Shaking. No, it's kind of a, what word? Forget the word, the feeling. Describe to us how you are feeling. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh, my neck. Neck breaking. Please say this, Muslims. This very easy mistake, Allah make. Very easy to see. But so easy that we can miss it. And we have for 1400 years. Even now, Your Highness, what would His Highness say about this? Oh my goodness, Kam Laude honors. So, what happens to religious people? Your Highness, how would you translate this ayat, putting brackets in, like Shia Shakir? Say, if Allah had desired otherwise, I would not have. Then it become a little better. If Allah had desired otherwise, but otherwise not in the Quran. So you have to add it so that you correct it. So you put in brackets. This bracket really, the teacher, like teacher, you put this bracket, like, okay, teacher, correct your paper, Zahra. Toba, 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 toba. So teacher, correct. Where sugar? Oh, now you see this right, it like a teacher, correct. Okay. So here we put like a X, right? Red. Where red X? But the shocker make other mistake. How many? So here we put correct. What the mark? Ooh, there's a X, and there is right and wrong for shocker. Oh, see, if Allah had desired otherwise, I would not have recited it to you. Otherwise, okay, I don't know what's happening to me. Yeah. So how long will we stay here then? See, if Allah had willed, can you believe this? What an easy thing, right? That we miss. Sometimes the thing is right in front of us. Didi, we need to see. Hmm, the mistake. See, if Allah had not willed, I would not have recited it to you. If Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. I'm having a major problem here. I'm losing touch with reality. I don't know what's wrong with me. Allah, Shah, Allah, Shah, Shah, Shah. See, if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. So if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it. So I would have recited to you if Allah had willed. I tell you, this like satanic for me. Or has Satan, maybe I'm wrong. Oh my God, I'm losing touch. If Allah had wished, He could have put you into difficulty. If Allah had wished, He could have put you into difficulty. Don't you see how much Satan could have gotten to us in this? That we don't, it just kind of, it seems like Allah's will is in this, right? Tell me yes or no. Any feedback, anyone? if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. It means that if Allah had willed, He would not have recited it. And where's the, like, but, like, He willed it. That's why I recited to you, right? But that's not how the ayat is. It's not like, say, if Allah had willed, I would not have recited, but He willed it. So that's why I recited to you. That's missing. No, no. Say, if Allah had not willed, I would not have recited it to you. Say, if Allah had willed, so if it was, say, if Allah had not willed, if Allah had not willed, maybe I'm losing it. I think I need help. Here, I really need help. Who will explain this easy thing to me that I am making a mistake in? I could be making a mistake in. If Allah had willed, I would not have recited it. So if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it. Maybe this is true, that what I'm saying, because someone told me that in Saudi Arabia, how many mistakes have they found in the Quran? Or what would Imam say about this? That firstly, they say that the Quran should not be written, but then they take recourse to the Quran ayats, which, and some of them, like whatever this Quran has, the same way it is at least given to us, right? By Dr. Khalil Andani, by the Ismailis, like Surah Nur ayat 55, and the favorite of His Highness Aga Khan, that you are made of one soul to know each other and created by through one, created made by one, created by from one, created from one soul. Sorry, Saudi Arabia, and how many errors in the Quran? Someone had come and told me here. Call to amend articles in Saudi press, call to amend thousands of scribble errors in the Quran, re-examine Islamic texts in light of modern perceptions. Memory, Mimi. Oh, Mimi, my grandaunt. You came and you gave without taking, and I sent you away. Barry Manilow. Oh, Mimi, but I sent you away. So, this is true. I hope I'm 300. Two unusual articles published this year on Saudi website called to amend scribble errors in the Quran, also to re-examine religious texts in light of modern perceptions so as to make them more readable and adapt them to the present age. Scribble errors. Articles exceptional since Muslims regard the Quranic text. The articles are exceptional since Muslims regard the Quranic text as divine and therefore perfect. As a result, clear instances of scribble errors in the text have never been amended. The The article published 10th January 2020 by Saudi journalist Ahmad Hashim on the Saudi Opinions website pointed out that the Quran, as it is known today, was written down after the Prophet's lifetime. How many errors? Uthman, period of Uthman, yeah, Caliph, third Caliph, Uthman bin Affan, using the Uthmanic script. Oh, so maybe here we have the, due to this. So Hazir Imam has the true Quran, right? Perfect. No, no, it says no. No, no, oh, sorry, he didn't say that. Uh, he's nodding. Zahra is amending the Quran. Ahmad Hashim wrote the Quran as we know it was written down. Okay, then he's Ahmad Hashim. However, the Quran, 2,500. However, the Quran in its present form contains errors of spelling, see syntax, and grammar. It is estimated that there are about 2,500 such mistakes. They were made by the committee tasked with compiling the Quran and include, so God should have. God says he guards the Quran. Now, only Imam has Imamul Mubin. No, Imam, I'm just, Imam, are you nodding? Shall I? No, he's not. Zahra is in a mental asylum. First of all, Zahra can't even, he said that someone has, God knows what. No, no, I made the mistake myself so many times. I mean, that's terrible. So, Osmani script, in which is, so where is the true Quran text, Imam? Now, you see, you people, Saudis, you will need Imam's help, Hazir Imam, Ismaili, present. So we have to, now I put forth, Sunnis, you see what errors you have in the Quran? Let us go, okay, so Zara, don't you think Ismaili translation, this problem of Quran? Oh, good. Baba, Ismaili Shia. Oh, I put Ismail. Sorry, excuse me. Ismaili. This is my fault. There is already two of our pious Arab Ismaili scholars from Syria are working on translation of the. No, when was this? Ismailis, why are you behind on this? Please, we need the Imam's translation. They're working on it. If there are such faithful people among you who had read the Quran Sharif, you were, well, Jinan's, okay, I'm not making fun. Oh my God, I can't find the Ismaili translation of the Holy Quran by an Ismaili. Interesting question. GMR says, Ashune. when ex-Alwais, Mr. Ghulamuddin Ghulam, who is also a prominent poet, hails from Altit, Hunza, Gilgit, Pakistan, and now residing in New Sultanabad, Gilgit, has translated the Holy Quran into Burushaski. Okay. Then we have the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Sayyid Yusuf Raza Gilani, presented to the. Okay. No, we don't have. Oh, Mercedes. The second edition was like a Sunni version. What do you expect? Some of our brothers in Islam still prefer the camel to the Mercedes, though it does not apply to the very extremists, one who are in Mercedes most of the time while asking us to use the camels. Ouch! All these camel trip, my back aches. Pious Arab Ismaili scholars from Syria are working on translating Yusuf Ali from underscore Alamat. There's already two of our pious Arab Ismaili scholars from Syria working on translation of the Holy Quran from IIS. Inshallah, once it's done, they will publish it in 2010. This is 2024. Yusuf Ali was an Ismaili, although a Mustalawid. Bora. Acha use surprising to learn, isn't it? Okay. We can't find the Ismaili Quran. Unavailable. So we go to Yusuf Ali's translation. Okay, good. Surah Yunus, where's it? Come here. Down. Allah, I'm using, I make really some devil has gotten to me that Imam is here or something. I have a toba. Very bad. खामा खाम बेचारे को इमाम को और भी बदनाम कर रही हो क्या? You are really what the people are going to think, what people will think. Already they think, but you are just adding. Say, if Allah had so willed, comma, I should not have rehearsed it. So if Allah had willed, this should not have been rehearsed by Prophet Muhammad to you. So the will of Allah, the will of Allah is missing, right? Absent. See, this means Allah did not will him to rehearse it to you. Thank God it's not written or something in a, because the Ismailis, thank God this word is rehearsed, or right? Ismailis would say, yes, it is a rehearsed, it's a recital, not written. Oh, say if Allah had so willed, I should not have rehearsed it to you. I should not have rehearsed it to you. See how it is written? It's like really my mind, satanic. I can't take it. I can't really. If Allah had willed, so I don't know what's happened to me. Seems to be an error here that the Allah's will is not there. If Allah had so willed, I should not have rehearsed it to you. Meaning, I should not have rehearsed it to you if Allah had so willed. I should not have rehearsed it to you if Allah had so willed. If Allah had willed, I should not have rehearsed it. If there was the will of Allah, I मैं रिहर्स मैं रिसाइट ही नहीं करता तुमको. अगर अल्लाह का विल होता अगर अल्लाह का विल होता तो मैं तो नहीं रिहर्स करता तुमको. ना मैं ना वो nor would he have made it known. ना वो आपको पता made it known to you. बताता. Allah की will, if Allah had so willed, I should not have rehearsed it. इसका मतलब है चलें बाबा इधर देखें. एक और पे चलते हैं. If Allah, another ayat, if Allah had willed, कुरान है. मुझे तो लाइक सच में अब लगता है कि cognitive dissonance हो गया. And if Allah willed, He could have made them one religion. And if Allah had willed, अगर उनका अल्लाह का will होता तो ये एक religion होता सबके लिए. He could have made them सबके लिए one religion होता ना. Allah could have made them of one religion अगर अल्लाह का will होता, right? Oh my God. समझे? If Allah had willed to choose a son, He could have chosen what He would. तो इसमें अगर अल्लाह का will होता तो ही वो चूज करता बेटा अपने लिए या एक बेटा. He could have chosen what he would of that which he had created. अच्छा ये सूरह जुमर की आयत है ना 4. तो अगर अल्लाह का विल होता तो वो चूज करता सन बेटा अपने लिए चूज करता. लेकिन इधर कुछ अल्लाह का विल जो है ना किधर किधर इधर कह रहा है कि अगर अल्लाह का विल होता तो ही वुड हैव चोजन अ सन. लेकिन ही इज लेकिन चूज करना तो उनके लिए बड़ी बात नहीं है. चूज करना जो भी जहां से भी वो क्रिएट could have chosen what he would of that which he had created. You see, you're right, I should not speak in Urdu. Try to explain this ayat. Oh my goodness. But a little bit maybe for my help. देखो ज़हरा अगर अल्लाह का will होता तो वो चूज करता. If Allah had will to choose a son, He could have chosen from what He has created. तो कभी कभी अल्लाह का will बड़ा bad on the bad side. और लेकिन अभी पॉइंट पे आओ ना ज़हरा पॉइंट पे आओ कि if Allah had will to choose a son, He could have chosen from what He has created, right? Let's take another one. And those who associate others with Allah say, if Allah had willed, we would not have worshipped anything, right? If Allah had willed, we would not. Yani, if Allah had willed, हम लोग किस कोई हाँ ये आयत surah 42 ayat 8. And if Allah willed, He could have made them of one. No. Surah 16, ayat 35. Sorry, that was my mistake. And those who associate others with Allah say, if Allah had willed, we would not have worshipped anything other than Him. यानी अल्लाह का will था कि हम लोग worship करें other than Him, right? अल्लाह का will है. और अल्लाह का will ये नहीं है कि हम other than Him worship नहीं करें. right? तो ये तो सही है, ये सही है, right? ये आयत सही है. इधर ये आयत सही नहीं है. Say, if Allah had willed, इसने कॉपी किया है, क्या किया है? ओ तोबा, ओके, आई गॉट इट. इसने अभी मुझे he's copied the politics. और ऐसा, oh my goodness, लेकिन plagiarism. इधर बता रहा है चोरी किया है. See, if Allah had willed, we would not have worshipped other than Him. वो तो सही है. तो वो कह रहे हैं कि फिर तभी तो हम polytheists हैं, because He willed that we worship other than Him, right? लेकिन इधर ये सही नहीं है. Surah 10 ayat 16. See, if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. यानी अगर अल्लाह का will होता तो मैं ये नहीं रिसाइट करता तुम्हें ना. और नॉर ना मैं, ना वो made it known to you, ना वो आपको made it known to you, ना वो आपको known करता, बता दिखाता. ये क्या बोलते हैं? Oh my God, such a simple error. Has anyone know? Because I don't know how many ex-Muslims. एक था फहद ज़हरा तुम इस्माइली थी. Please, this I'm not. No, I was not an Ismaili. I was a Shia. Please stay on this. I'm just hope I'm conveying it properly. The message. What is important here? It's look at this ayat, Surah 10, ayat 16. Please cooperate and help me. No, I wasn't an Ismaili, but I'm interested in Ismaili Shia and the Imam. That doesn't make me Ismaili, right? Hope you get this. Surah 10, ayat 16. Say, if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. Yani Allah's will is absent. Actually, Allah, if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. Yani Allah didn't will कि ये recited to you, that this be recited to you. Now, where should we fit this ayat to? If Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. यानी वो पॉलिटीज का अल्लाह शायद नहीं विल करता कि ये रिसाइट करे आपको. वो उनका जो भी पॉलिटीज का अल्लाह है ना, किसी और का अल्लाह, ये इस्लाम का अल्लाह नहीं है. दिस इज नॉट इस्लाम्स अल्लाह. If Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. Not have. Not. अगर अल्लाह चाहते तो मैं नहीं आपको रिसाइट करता. अगर अल्लाह चाहते. मैं नहीं रिसाइट करता आपको, ना would he have made it known to you. अच्छा, इधर थोड़ा मुझे फिर मेरा कॉग्निटिव डिसोनेंस आ जाता है। nor would he, फिर से nor would he have made it known. अल्लाह का विल, अल्लाह चाह ही नहीं रहा था, अल्लाह चाहता ही नहीं है। if Allah had willed, इधर ये नहीं है कि if Allah had not willed, ये नहीं कह रहा है कि say if Allah had not willed I would not have recited it to you. तो फिर वो होता कि Allah wills that I recite it to you. तो सॉरी, फिर आप लोग कैसे will कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज अल्लाह तो ये will ही नहीं कर रहा था। So conclusion, now you get it. So it was not the will of Allah that this Quran be recited to anyone or you, or be made known to you by him. It is not the will of Allah. Then how are you then? How then are you Muslims? If you have to submit to Allah, this Allah, then don't be a Muslim. Because Allah didn't will this to be recited to you. Allah did not will this to be recited to you, and He did not will that it be known to you. Right? Thank you, Ekta Fahadia, for the hand. Hello. Welcome, brother. You get it? Oh my goodness, see this problem. No, I was not an Ismaili. Okay, so I'm just saying, like taking it from all sides, Ismaili, Shia 12er, and all. So if Ismailis have a translation proper, if they have, can't find the Ismaili Quran, but the nearest thing I found was that I found out today that Yusuf Ali was a hidden Bori Shia. Boris came from the Ismailis and they had departed, separated from the Ismailis and became Boris, Borishians. So there was a split. At what number Imam, the Ismaili Imam, there was a split furthermore. Like from Imam Jafar Sadiq's son, there was a split in the Shias, so they became Ismaili Shia and Twelver Shias. Those who followed the eldest son of Imam Jafar Sadiq, Ismail, became Ismailis. Those who followed Imam Musa Kazim, the younger son of Imam Jafar Sadiq, became Shia Twelvers. Then later on, there was another split in the Ismaili Shia sect, right? So the Boris split. Those split, they became Bori Shias. And so Yusuf Ali, I just read from the forum, Ismaili forum, that was he was a Bori Shia. No one knows about that. I think the Muslims think he was a Sunni Muslim. Sunni Muslim. And I've made some mistakes that I want to correct in my previous live stream. One was Jal movie and Baz, not Baz movie, Bazi. Bazi movie, Dev Anand's and I think Geeta Bali again. Not sure. Yeah, I think Geeta Bali. Bazi movie. And then I'm not sure, but that I said Baz. Actually, it was Bazi. I want to make a correction. And there was another correction I had to make, and I forgot. from the earlier live streams. I made some mistakes. Oh my God. So this error here, that it was never the will of Allah that He should recite to you or make that Allah should make it known to you. This was not the will of Allah. Surah 10, ayat 16. Please pay attention. And then will you not reason? So Allah tells us to reason. And reason, we use logic. And so what does He tell us to reason upon? For I had on now Prophet Muhammad. You see now this Prophet Muhammad, he's been asked to say this. So I had remained among you, to them, these people. I had remained among you a lifetime before it. This, Ajad, this, before this. So then will you not reason? Like, I have remained among you a lifetime before it. What does that? But then Aka Mehdi Puya says that he was Al Amin and they knew this. And, well, it doesn't no. So there are many people who remained a lifetime with the polytheists and were polytheists. What is so special about this here? Like just remaining with you a lifetime doesn't prove anything great or special about Prophet Muhammad remaining with them a lifetime. Like, did he cooperate? Like, I remained with you. I remained patiently, or I was trustworthy. Doesn't even say that. And they put it here that how the Holy Prophet had lived his whole life of purity and virtue amongst his people. Doesn't say that. It just says, and then it goes on to say, just says, indeed, I have lived a lifetime among you before it. Do you not then understand or use? Actually, it's not albab, it's y- yeah, uh, it's where is it? Aqiluna, aqiluna, aqal. Would you not use your intellect? Okay, please get it. There's a error here in this ayat, Surah 10 and 16. Allah didn't will that this should be recited to you, nor did He will that it should be taught to you. That's how it is. Okay. Another thing is, oh, did I say? Did I? There was something I said. Grandmother. It was actually my grandaunt, and it's come in the transcript that live stream. So my grandaunt's youngest son's friend, Asmat. Okay, what is love, right? So from now back to this, I've done this from earlier live stream. Does love have a need? Love should have been our religion and worship, or humanity, or love is universal. But do you know what love is? You see, this Allah says, Surah 5, ayat 54, "O you who have believed, whoever of you should revert from, like leave his religion, go away from his religion, Allah will bring forth a people He will love and who will love Him." So from the very beginning, Allah should have done this, right? Then to tell you now that if you leave this religion, then would there be any will or what? Then there would be just loving people and Allah loves them, and so, and they love Him. So why didn't Allah from the very beginning choose such people who love Him and whom He loves and who love Him? Come to this religion, never leave it. That's it. Humble toward the believers. Ooh, strong. No problem, but problem here. Then, so what is love? You see, I've done Hume. So what happened is I went to, uh, why did I think of Hume? I thought of compatibility. Look how my love I have lost through the gardens of terror. This religion has even done injustice to love. Not only the heart, not only the intellect, but also to love, right? So now what is love? Does it tell you what love is? What is love? So we find out what is not love and not what the people say love is, right? A majority. But what this thing, what, something like unconditional love, which is not possessive, which doesn't want to own anyone. Love is not jealous. Oh, and another thing, we have jealousies, we have greediness, we have a lot of these things in us, human beings. So there's also these things in human beings. So just being human, could it help us? Or being humane human beings. Now, what is love? This thing called love. Everyone says love, love, love. Does it have a need? Or is it needless? Should we start by what is compassion? I don't know what compassion is. Rahmat or Rahim. So I would start by something which is needless that I believed in long time ago. Unconditional love. That when you love someone truly, you don't ask for thank you. You don't expect anything. You love them and you let them live, grow, and you really enjoy, you celebrate their victories, their achievements, and you also observe if there's any weakness in them or anything. You just observe it non-judgmentally. You just give them love, like Allah says in the Quran that I gave Fir'aun respite and life, right? So rahmatan, meaning it's for life for everyone. I've given them a chance here also. Even the bad tyrants and all. So that's his rahmaniyat, compassion or mercy. Okay, one of them I get mixed up in it. So it's like unconditional love for Fir'aun and Musa, but he's given respite to Fir'aun, right? And then he will be punished him. So to understand what is his, to see what is his, can we understand it or shall we see what is his Rahmaniyat? And then when we realize it, or we say that we just have to understand it from the mind and give thanks to him that he's given us life here on earth to work on. It's like a soil to work on for our eternal abode, right? So when we are grateful for the life he has given us here and the chance he has given us here to be good human beings in the Islamic way or something, we don't do bad things. We don't become Pharaoh. We become followers of Moses. obeying Moses, obeying Noah, and all this, right? But problem comes in that even then religion I've seen is not enough, and you see the problems here in religious beliefs and all this. Belief is not enough. Realization of this is not enough. What even Hazrat Yusuf said, that if Allah had not had mercy on me, he should have said, if I hadn't realized the mercy of Allah, I would have gone for Zulaykha, the king's wife who seduced me. Her name is not in the Quran ayat, but what he meant was her, this king's wife. Zulaykha. So the soul is prone to evil. You see, you haven't been told properly. And so in religion also, so you realize the mercy of Allah. So when you realize something, what happens? Uh, Not only, so I studied Hume, and refreshing my memory thanks to this YouTube um, channel that explained about Hume's ethics. What that the mind is not enough, not in all circumstances. The mind doesn't even know what is right and what is wrong. It's molded. It's, when you, as a child, if you are in a Muslim, if you're born in a Muslim family, you are trained like a Muslim to think like a Muslim. Your mind gets molded to think like a Muslim. If you're in a Christian, so there's some cultural like religious differences, right? There's different patterns of thinking. Sunnis think in a different way. Shias think in a different way. We've seen this. Different patterns of thought. Also that. So a different pattern of thought will give you that this is not right and this is right, whereas what another person from another religious, same religion, but different schools of thought would tell you, no, this is wrong and this is right. They are wrong and we are right. And they're saying, from the same religion, another school of thought, they're saying we are right and they are wrong. I hope I've explained this like, okay, roughly, but I hope you get me. I haven't explained it properly. So the mind, like Hume has said, does not give you what is right and wrong. We used to think that the mind gives us what is right and wrong. Shias have this in Al-Kafi. No, but what this mind can do, I thought, taking the Al-Kafi, the hadith in the narration of the Imam in about Akal, but it can obey Allah, but it actually, I realized, study, and again, refreshing my memory on Hume, that he's right. The mind does not give us right and wrong. And also finding out from a Christian pastor or Christian priest in one of the videos on YouTube, that God gives us morals, right? Mind doesn't give us morals, what is right and wrong. Morality comes from God. So applying the mind just to obey would be, but not that conscience to prick you what is right or wrong. When the mind is trained, then that conscience may prick you. Islamic conscience may prick you. Your Christian conscience may prick. Conscience, not conscious. Conscience will prick you. What if you and make you feel guilty and all this. So this and so yet Allah says in the Quran, use your akal. I read Ismailism, like they say light. Prophet Muhammad is the first intellect, and like it has light also, and this and that. So it's not only akal, it's not only intellect. Prophet Muhammad is also like light, nur. Intellect has many things, like the light also of Allah, knowledge. So Quran ayats are only on without saying in the light of the light which Allah has sent down in another ayat, different ayat, and then somewhere else it says without saying the light means knowledge, and then if you use your akal on that, reason on that, Quran doesn't explain to you properly, doesn't even say it properly to you how you should use your akal. So, just being rational minded human beings. No, you need the light also, which is knowledge sent down to you, given to you by prophets, and especially Prophet Muhammad now. Then that will make you realize, right, completely in yourself. Akal only, if you take akal as only reason, then it's not enough to understand what is right and wrong. Somewhere you can just use logic and understand, yeah, the maths, 2 plus 2 is 4. But somewhere else, logic alone is not enough. We are feeling creatures. We are so knowledge with light. Light would represent knowledge, right, of Allah. So that rational mind needs the knowledge of Allah that you operate on, and then you can work on that. Not only just your mind, just without the divine light of Allah sent down, you cannot really obey Allah's rules and laws. With so understanding, with knowledge, the light, and obeying, then you would no wait a minute. Then you would be able to obey. Sorry, knowledge, light, and all this, right? And then we have desires and all that. So some people say that the mind, the thoughts bring the desires. Some people say the desires, the mind, like Hume says, the mind does is not enough to, I guess, something like, let me explain if I got it right correctly. The mind is not enough because there's passion also that doesn't come from thought, intellect. We are feeling creatures. So the mind is not enough to, mind power is not enough to operate and stop passions, our passions. You see, then we can't obey Allah. Or obedience can't come only through the mind. Where have I put this? Philosophy, from my logic philosophy class. This brings me to Hume on reason and passion. From Ethics of David Hume, YouTube, Gordon Petit. Also my class lectures, very similar to my class lectures in college. So reason does nothing to stop one's passions. There is no right or wrong in reason. What I got from this, maybe I'm wrong. So passion meaning I put sense perception because it doesn't come from the intellect. So it comes from some other perception, sense perception. Is the drive or motivation. So passion is the drive or motivation behind our actions, not reason. Hume brings morality, again, I didn't correct this, sorry, morality in passion, not thought or reason. So morality doesn't come from thought, intellect, or reason. It's just there to obey, but it's from passion. And religion would say morality comes from God. So what tells us is good or bad or right and wrong is not thought or reason. Religion would say thought, reason, intellect can be used to just obey, but it doesn't tell us what is good or bad or right or wrong. God tells us, right? If I have got this right about Hume's. So I got this in, anyways, I've done this previously in one of my earlier live streams. So in my earlier live streams, I also asked, what is love? And I couldn't answer that. Now, what actually is there this feeling, this kind of thing which is larger than life and which is unselfish, which has no jealousy, no ownership. Like if I love you, so oh you are mine. I need you. I can't live without you. So there's nothing like that in this love. It doesn't get you attached. There's no fear also. Um, and it just gives without expectations, without anything. So like this kind of love, would it dissolve our differences, conflicts in us, knowing that maybe knowing that we are love and we just have to share love with another, sharing love, sharing, caring, empathy, whatever you may say, and for each other and together. So this love, whatever what you call love, like okay, there's a need between, we have desires, like biological needs and all this also between man, woman, and our appetites, and but this love is above, containing all this. So how to realize this love, unconditional love, is the question now. And it's like pure awareness, right? um we love, it's we love, but we are love, can we say then? Is there something like this? There is it, or is it just my idealistic view, belief? So, what my view on this is that there's this love, unconditional, what they call it, what the Westerners call unconditional love, which is like you are happy to see others, whoever, unconditionally loving them and observing their weaknesses and all this, and then yeah, it's very beautiful. It's okay. There's a need, but that need is not love. But of course, it that It allow this love doesn't say, okay, this need of yours is not is good or bad. It's just natural. But then we have wants which are more than needs. Then it can get to dangerous things like wanting more and more, making making us greedy. But if you just watch all this with love, maybe we can change the world and resolve our conflicts. What Muji says is pure awareness. With pure awareness, realizing we are pure awareness, then we can resolve our conflicts and all this. So this love also in action. If we realize, and what else am I missing about this? So this love is not a need. It is beyond need. It doesn't require compatibility. It does not depend on that. It doesn't require thank you from anyone great, or you said I'm told I did something for you and you said thank you to me or thank you to anyone that okay, God, or it doesn't require that. It doesn't need that from you. It is just there for free. So like Robert Schuller has put it in his book, the title of which I'm forgetting. A long time ago I read this book by Dr. Schuller, Dr. Robert Schuller. So he gave a like it is an ocean, like he gave a like a verse from the Bible or something. He's a pastor, right? Christian pastor. So pastors are Christian. Okay, so he gave a verse like this love is for free. God's love is for free, he said. It's not like you will do this. If you do good to others, I will love you. Otherwise, I will hate you. I will be angry at you. It's not like that. Mothers, when mothers want to discipline their children, they say, I will get upset. You will hurt me if you do this. Like that, of bringing the guilt and all this into the child. This love is for free. Some say this kind of love can save the world. If you knew you were loved and you are loved, then you would not do any harm to yourself or others. This love is enlightening. This love is everything that you need in this world. And so you will not have wants and, greed and jealousy, and all that will just dissolve in you. You will be content. You will be healthy. Nothing will shake you. You will be like what the Hindus and Buddhists say, awakened human being, awakened, divine human being. And like people, they don't understand this kind of love. This is the thing. So there's this misunderstanding that if someone, like, I guess, you don't fear attachments, or this person, this person wants a lot of my time, a lot of my attention. Like we have taken love, or we have, or we think, oh, this possessiveness is love. This possessiveness is not love. Demanding someone's total attention and love. The demanding is not love. It's from the lower self ego, but we're not going to judge it. By judging it, what are we doing? You see what Jiddu Krishnamurti said? We're using our mind again. When we bring our mind in, the mind is the one who is in time and has created the problem in the first place. The conflicts in us. You see, if we bring judgment, then we bring guilt also and all this. We leave the judgment for at the end. Right now, we start with this, just looking at something, a problem that time has created, mind has created, but not through the mind, not to maneuver it. If we judge, if you see, we're going to judge something, say this right, this wrong, then we want the thing to be right, to make the wrong right through the mind, which is again time, which is again conflict, which is again effort, which is again struggle, which has distance. Because I'm here, I want to go there, right? I'm here, I want to go there. I'm here as a bad person, I want to go there to be a good person. So you see this movement in time, which is again a struggle, a maneuver, a manipulation. Guilt is also like a manipulation. We manipulate, we maneuver. All this comes from the mind, thought. So if we had, we have not understood what this greatest healing power is in us. We are using the mind all the time to maneuver, to feel shame, to feel guilty. Or if we say, oh no, pure awareness, what's this? It's going to make us not guilty, but then, we'll have no conscience, no right and wrong. It doesn't have a right, it doesn't have a wrong. What is it? So we haven't understood this. But there is is there something above this, all this greed and this and that in time? Is there something timeless which dissolves all this? So observing, can we observe something by not using the mind, by not concentrating, but by using another thing, which is beyond and above and in and out, and everything is in it, to dissolve all the conflicts, everything that mind has created, and so that would not make us cruel people. Actually, it's the mind, it tricks you. So you think pure awareness will, okay, you're saying now don't judge, but in the end you're going to judge. Okay, psychologically, mind is judging this is right and wrong. Okay, I understand mind has a little bit of good or, in my case, this is wrong for me. But universally, it's not like that. So we need to search for something which is universally true for all human beings, right? And so through there, if we work, we can completely heal people and ourselves and uh, support and support others to realize this unconditional love, pure awareness, where the healing, total healing can take place. And no problem will come up in this absolute, like something which is wholesome, holy. It can't be in part, so it's wholesome, which is holy. You say in religion, a holy man, godly person, right? Which is so aligned with the universe Also, universe has no problem. Okay, storm comes, takes away. We have to live by that, right? Those are the realities. But not to be shaken, or if we lose someone, or if we separate from someone, lose our loved ones, that we would be so in grief, so in grief, grieved. We go on. This is life. Yes, we grieve. Let that happen also, but not. You see, the main point is not to control things. The mind wants to control, so not to get into the mind much, but use the mind outwardly, but inwardly use this, that you are this absolute pure awareness or unconditional love you have for free. So reward, no reward, no punishment, but it's just absolute blooming. It just makes you grow in the most beautiful way, and you take all the life's storms and calamities gracefully, right? So this unconditional love, pure awareness, somehow my heart has been close to this. I don't know why. It's like a demon is living in my heart. Devil is living, taken over. My head, my being, my heart. So if you would help me cooperate, and I'm learning, I'm maybe unlearning, and God knows when it will come to me that I rise to my highest self or my true self without any using my mind. Any method, anything would be using my mind. So remember, I started with guilt. Which live stream was it? So you see this Jiddu Krishnamurti Foundation Trust. Oh my God. I hope it doesn't have copyrights. So the problem of guilt from Krishnamurti's book, The Last Talks at Seinen. Why do we feel guilty? Many people do. It tortures their life. Then it becomes an enormous problem. And that is the background of guilt for many, many people. You see, this guilt also is a way of maneuvering and struggling to do good, or not to do this, right? I feel guilty for doing this. I am guilty. I feel terrible. You know, the pangs of guilt. Guilt is not believing. Guilt is not being with the rest of the group. You know the feeling of guilt? Not the word, but the feeling behind that word. That we have done something wrong and feel remorseful, anxious, and therefore frightened, uncertain. This guilt is a very distorting factor in our life. This is obvious. So why do we have this feeling? Is it that we have not done something which is correct, which is not pragmatic, which is against what our environment has put together? The guilt of a man or a woman feels they support the war. All this we are asking. Why does this feeling exist? Is it because we are not responsible, not demanding excellence of ourselves, or not realizing our true self, what it is? Now, just a minute, the speaker is asking, is it that we are lazy, indolent, inattentive, irresponsible? So, suppose I have followed somebody, my guru, who has indulged in all kinds of things, sex and so on. and I have done as he does. Then he changes his mind. He becomes old and says no more. And his disciples say no more, no more. One has done all these things in order to follow the guru, that guru. And then the guru says no more. And I feel I shouldn't have done those things. I have been wrong. You follow? The whole issue of guilt, how do we deal with it? That is more important. So you see now Jiddu Krishnamurti saying, now Muslims are going to remonstrate here, Hindus are going to remonstrate even, right? He's saying no guru. So those Sanatan Dharma who worship Radharani or a god or avatar and rituals and all that goes on. We can enjoy it for a while, but you see then the next day, where am I? So let's find out what to do about it, shall we? Not investigate the causes of it. We know those. I've done something which is not proper, which is not correct to what? Which is not true. Which is not true to myself, my true being, maybe. Right? Jiddu Krishnamurti. I realized later, not which is not true to my religion or my group or my culture, my home rules, my which is not true for that. No, which is not true. Absolute. What is absolute truth? What is absolute? Pure awareness? That has to be in your being. Otherwise, you'll be struggling and in conflict and toil and all that. So I realized later that the reaction has been unfortunate, causing damage to myself and unhappiness to others, my family, my community, my religious people, and I feel guilty. So what shall we do then when we have guilt? How do you deal with it? What is your approach to it? How do you come near the problem? Is it that you want it resolved, what you want, that you want it wiped away, so that your brain is no longer caught in it, right? So it's the brain that's caught in it. How do you approach it? Not by the brain, not by the thought, which is in time, Jiddu Krishnamurti has shown us. I've read his other books. If you haven't, I'm sorry. I hope you can go and read them or just watch his videos on YouTube. How does so about on thought and time and experience and memory and all this. What is thought? How do you approach it? So the desire to resolve it. See again, if the desire comes in to resolve it, to be free of it, then you're in the mischievous ball game again, the mind's game, the thought. So maneuvering and so what Jiddu Krishnamurti says, you understand my question, or do we always approach a problem with the motive? Motive will be from the mind. Again, we're in this rat race, ball game of the mind. So look at it as though for the first time, right? Can we do that? So there are two things involved, how you approach a problem and what is a problem. You have problems. Mind is the problem. We are questioning the problem itself, the word, and the content of that word, and issue something which you have to answer. Sorry, excuse me. Whether it is a business problem, family problem, sexual problem, spiritual problem. Sorry, spiritual should be in quotes. Problems as to what leader to follow, which religion. Why do we have problems? Because of the mind. Time. We're in time. Mind is always in time. First, let's examine the word problem. Very good. According to the dictionary, a problem means something thrown at you, something propelled against you, a challenge, a thing that you have to answer, something thrown at you. And we call that a problem. What does our brain have? Why does our brain have problems? Brain, mind. May we go into it a little bit? Please don't accept anything the speaker says, anything. But let's examine it together. When you send a child to school, he has to learn to read and write. He has never read. Problem comes up. Time. We need to learn. As he grows up, his brain is being trained to problems. Read, write, becoming a problem to him. The whole process of learning is a problem. And so the brain is conditioned in problems. This is a fact. My wife becomes a problem. I become a problem. How to live becomes a problem. This everything becomes a problem for us. There comes up jealousy, people competing with each other. No matter how good you are to them, problem will come. The more good you are, the more people will be jealous of you. Right? They're not going to be jealous of you because you are a bad person. They're going to be jealous of you because you are a good person. So, this is a fact, not an invention by the speaker. It is so. So, our whole life becomes a problem. Yes. Can we look at this as a fact? Not as an idea or a theory, but as a fact. We see what we can do, whether the brain can be free to solve problems. Can the brain be free? Very good question. You understand my question? No? I have been to school where I am not interested in anything the teacher's saying, even if I'm interested, right? Good Lord, I must learn. It needs time to learn. Outwardly, it's okay. How can you learn all this and not make it a problem? My whole education. I'm not against education, but I'm pointing out my whole education becomes a tremendous problem. So the brain from childhood is conditioned to live with problems, right? Now our question is it possible to be free of problems? Then attack problems, right? For I cannot resolve them unless the brain is free. Can the brain ever be free of problems? So if it is not free in the solution of one problem, other problems are created. Uncondition the brain which has been educated to live with problems. Is it clear at last? Now let's proceed. Is it possible to free and then tackle problems? How do you answer that question? This also. So you can read all this. I can't. Anger in me, greed in me, quality in me. Now I realize this, I am the quality. I am violence. The greedy, the envious, the jealous, all that. Can my brain, which is so active, so alive, thinking, watching, listening, trying, making efforts, can that brain stay with the fact that I am that? Sometimes no, it doesn't want to stay with that. Brain can never stay at one place. Stay with it, not run away, not try to control, suppress, or escape. Brain will do all these things. Please, I'm being very simple. If you really grasp this truth, in fact, you eliminate effort altogether. Stay with it. Not run away, not try to control it, because the moment you control, there's a controller and the controlled. So there's this distance. And whenever there's a distance, there's a conflict. Therefore, it becomes effort, right? A struggle. Effort means I'm different from that. Can you see the actual fact? Not the idea, but the actuality that you are your quality, your anger, your envy, your jealousy, your hate, your uncertainty, your confusion, that you are that. Not acknowledge it verbally or verbally agree. Then we don't meet each other. But actually see this fact and stay with it. Can you? My brain would not want to. And if your brain is such monkey minded, ungrounded, or it would not want to stay, it's made me so disturbed. The other thing, I don't want to stay with one this guilt. I'll go and do something else. Attention, right? Can you? Can you stay with it? Who is staying with it? Brain is monkey, mischievous. Attention, right? It's like mercury. So movement away from it. It will, so just staying with it. If you have a, so how to stay with it? Moji Baba will tell you to marinate in pure awareness, not use the brain. So this acute pain you can't stay with, right? You need to do something, get rid of it. But if you stay with it psychologically, which is very difficult, even this is difficult for the brain, inwardly say yes, it is so. Which means no movement away from the fact. Then the essence is no conflict. Then you have broken the pattern of the brain. The pattern says, I must do something, right? What is, yeah, I can't take it. Brain can't. I must do something. I must get rid of the pain. What is the right thing to do? Who will tell me the right thing to do? I must go to a psychiatrist. If you think like this, what's the right thing to do? Then, yes. So it's all the brain work, right? Mischief from the brain, mind. I must go to a psychiatrist. You must, all this stuff takes place, all this mischief from the brain, right? So when once you see the fact, it is like holding a jewel marvelously carved. Have you ever observed even your shadow, the evil, just observing without any judgment? Like a child, just go through it, observe it. Something bad is, this man is doing something bad to me, or that man has done something, is doing something bad to you. When you're not, when you're innocently, you're there. He did it, you come out of it. Okay, he didn't kill you, rape you and kill you, you know. So have you ever got, I mean, so what happens? The child's mind doesn't carry that forward, all thinking about it, chewing on it. Child has what innocence, what does it have? That it's so resilient. Then you watch it, how it is put together, the platinum, the gold, the diamonds. You watch it because you are the jewel. You are the center of the most intricate, subtle jewel which you are. Yes, to realize yourself is that pure awareness, that unconditional love that you have for free. It's a love for free. I don't demand anything from you. Child, I love you with the open hand. Anita Baker song. I have plenty of room. Just come on in. And I've got room, plenty of room. Ever lonely again? Just come on in. Sit at the table, talk. The moment one sees the fact, the whole thing is different. Accepting your lower self and, but how would you accept? Who is the one accepting it? Don't give it to the mind. So guilt, sorry, I have gone away from it. We had to, we had to. Guilt, it is not a problem. You understand now? It is a fact. It is something that it happens. I mean, if you're in the sea, you'll get wet, right? Or your clothes will get wet. So when you see this without the mind, bringing the mind in and just look at it, what happens? It begins to flower and wither away. Stay with it, but not with the mind, right? You understand, sir, like a flower. If you keep on pulling it up to see what roots are, or what, oh my God, this person did this to me. How wicked can human beings be? You know, just look at it. Not running away from it. You see, the child doesn't force itself to stop thinking about it, or I have to go to a psychologist. No, no, it just automatically, naturally withers away. Don't be also the fear coming in and the works happen if we use the mind too much. So what is innocence really? What is this innocence also? The innocence of this pure awareness. Why do they say the Hindus are now again I'm bringing Shiva in. Bholenath, Bholenath. So in this Bholenath, in this innocence, Hindus would understand. They're not demonstrating right now, I hope. Hoping. Hoping, I don't hope in this moment. So whatever happens to you happens. It's rough and tough. You can live in a jungle then, jungle of like Pakistan, and you don't only survive but you thrive. But if you let it bloom, not act, not say I must do or must not do, right? Oh, my child must not be subjected to this because it's going to make her, it's going to take her innocence away. It's going to, oh God, the works, right? Oh, I've grown up and I want to guard my innocence. I want to relive. Why did I lose my innocence? And all this, right? How they made me look back, But at that time, moment is gone, problem is finished. So please understand this. With every issue, you can do that about God, about anything. That is insight, not merely remembrance, adding. You see how many things we add. Now I'll watch a movie. Uh, oh, I'll share these. I also go songs. Oh, from here. Oh, that guilt, and then this, and then love, and oh, you know, innocence, and oh, my grandaunt, and oh, this. We add. We don't finish it. The mind cannot finish it. Mind is hopping here and there. The mind wants to add, wants to remember. Is this clear? If you discover it, you see that it is so. I've lost it, right? I had it in childhood. Then psychologically, it is an enormous factor that frees you from all the past, present struggles and effort. All this, oh, oh, I'm not like my grandaunt. I couldn't be of service here. I'm in my depression. Oh, I'm like this. Oh, I'm feeling guilty. Oh, I should have had a simple life. Keep life simple. I'm growing up. I'm separated. I have this crisis. Because of this crisis, I'm, oh no, now the discrimination, now the demarcation. Oh no, now he's poor and I'm rich. And I can, have I sensed something that I'm more educated than this poor man who is on the street, maybe wearing, clothes that, oh no, not, oh, this man, or these books, oh, Urdu Bazaar, oh, the American school textbooks. So I'm crying inside. What kind of printing is this? I mean, I've lived my life. I've spent life in another place. But now that I have to buy textbooks from Urdu Bazaar, Karachi, printing is horrible. I will read from these books. American quality textbooks are school textbooks, class. So you see the discrimination, the demarcation between poor and rich as we're growing, I've seen coming up in me. Trying to keep a check, but I couldn't control, like it's just crept inside. Before we could have the Chinese soup from this, what do you call it? Not a restaurant, like it's on the roadside cart, or that what do you call that? And no problem, I'm just enjoying this Chinese food on the roadside from the cart. But now, oh, discrimination. Oh no, quality stuff. I want to go to a Chinese restaurant and get that. So this, then again back. So I'm going to try and end this. Hopefully, uh, hopefully. You see. So what is love? What is not love? What is unconditional love? There's no compatibility. These are infatuations. If you think that love, oh no, there has to be compatibility. Husband and wife too. No, no. In this kind of this love, this unconditional love, no need for compatibility or anything. Then it's infatuation. Because love, this doesn't depend on anything to love another, not even a need. But it doesn't put down the need. It knows another person is not that we have our needs, they are not that, they are children. Like Jesus Christ said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know. So the need, and we don't condemn the need. We don't condemn the need. It's so beautiful. It's like observing without knowing that, okay, if this person falls, he's going to, if he hurts himself, he's going to cry. Observing, and it's not like you just watch. You can, of course, reach out and help. So you see, I believed, but I lost it, and then of course I would be blamed for being possessive. My principal would say, "Oh, she's possessive," right? People have not understood, not realized. Now, instead of saying understood, before I was like, "Let me understand this," but then I realized, how much will I understand Imam Hussain? And I can't be like him. Even when understanding, can't be like him. So, no, no. How much understood my religion, okay, but not completely, right? But if you realize this, like, it's not like, it's not like your wife is your object of desire. It's not your object of love. Your wife is your object of desire and need. And in you are both mutually, husband and wife, need each other. We need each other. Okay, we need each other. We are interdependent and all this. So there's no need to condemn it. There's no need to shun it. We live with it and we also accept it with, and there's a, but with this unconditional love being prevalent, being the main source, we are not irritated and agitated, or, we have greed, we have this. It helps us accept things and then it dissolves. Like Jiddu Krishnamurti said, it grows a flower, like a flower, and then it withers and dies. खिलते हैं गुल यहाँ खिल के बिखरने दो कल रहे ना रहे मौसम ये प्यार का. That's an Indian movie song. So it helps you. This unconditional love is, we have our needs. It realizes that. It gives that child, that person is still in that form, not child. Child is very good, I think, better than adults. But when we grow up, unfortunately, what happens is, we have our needs, wants, and we grow up. Conditioning does a lot of, like, if we use a lot of our mind, then we have all these problems, sexual and all that. But if we just let it be and see through unconditional love what we are, then the object of our desire, no, it's no more. We don't miss it, we don't crave for it. And if we need it, we need it. And we don't condemn the need. But we don't miss it and we don't crave like we're getting neurotic cravings and all this. Very healthy. And so we real what would make us realize that this is okay, this uh, we need it, it's an thing we need, but that love overall is like unconditional, which is we realize I am love. I am love, and I now this love, if you want it, I'll share it with you. If you don't want it, if it's not wanted, I won't share it with you. So keeping your heart open, you can come in, welcome. When you want to go, you may go. I'm not going to beg you to stay. Please, 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 5 more minutes, don't leave my heart. और कुछ देर ठहर, और कुछ देर ना जा. Like when you're partying, even you enjoy that moment you were together, and now destiny, it's like you accept that fate has separated us, and it's okay. Today it favored, next day this is life. And you accept that, this unconditional love, and you enjoy the uh, time away and the time together. There's no, you enjoy both, like, you know, you enjoy the memories also. Oh, you laugh at the stupid things you've done, or you enjoy the memories also. So love, this unconditional love is unselfish, not selfish. And it doesn't condemn the need, but it, and also then you can take the people who are not, who are really ignorant, like, you know, harming themselves, harming others. You can better take it. You can better take it rather than be so shaken up. Oh my God, he lied to me. I'm cat on a hot tin roof, you know. I'm out of balance and angry. And so what happens is you don't take anything personally, or wallowing in pity. It's very healthy. So this love, I think God should have given us, if there is a God, is a gift. Unconditional love solves what I believed in, could solve all the problems. It's not dependent on anything, even reincarnation. You can, it'll give you many births, or maybe even not give you, it can give you an awakening, but then again, it can also bring you back for something else, for someone who needs you. And you don't condemn that need, you don't patronize, you don't look down upon that person, because you know that that person is not that advanced in life, in herself or in itself. You just realize that. You don't say, oh, I hate this person, or you getting angry or something. What's the use of this? What's the use of getting angry? Will it change the person? So, like we used to say, that we cannot give that feeling of that ehsas, that feeling for someone is hurt. Some people even find it pleasurable to hurt others. It is their pleasure to give you pain. You can't stop that other person. You can forcefully, I mean, outwardly for like security, peace, and protection, yes. And if physically being harmed, or even psychologically, if you are being harmed by a covert narcissist or unstoppable person who will not have any feeling for you, in fact, they will find pleasure in hurting you, a psychopath, a covert narcissist, a gaslighter, all these. Um, it's quite overwhelming, of course, in this world, but this life we have such people. They will not get the feeling that, you can't give them that feeling. That, you know what, you really hurt me, or you keep hurting me, you keep mistreating me. They will say, shall I put you on my head? Who do you think you are? Like that would be their answer, right? Shall I put you on my head? So the bottom line here now is that you can't give that ehsas to someone, that feeling, sense of like, oh, I did it, something wrong. I've hurt you. And even if you are like, you know, hurt, you don't pity yourself. It's you walk away from that person, and then you know how to deal with that person, how to be with in that person's presence. But if you're as bad as me, like in my condition, tawbah, God help you. Oh, sorry, but even God cannot help. They say that you have to help yourself. Even God will not help you. Like in the Quran ayat, if you don't change yourself, God will not change you. Right? So this also, and good ayat from the Quran, a practical, it's quite true, but some people, they really do sincerely want to help themselves. They don't know what they've done wrong, and they've been pushed in something that, of course, some people feel helpless, right? And there is helplessness. So it's like quicksand sometimes. So this and any okay, back to guilt, any kind of mind thing or willpower, I'm going to, or I'm going to change myself, or don't try to do that, because that's the mind trying to maneuver you. Then again, the methods and this and struggle, it's a unending struggle. One problem will go, another problem. Like, okay, the religious scholars were like, I used to think, oh, they're so lucky, the Shia religious scholars. Oh my God, they haven't harmed anyone. But, they must be in so much, they don't, perhaps, okay, they've solved their problems, they've reached a certain stage of grand ayatollah righteousness, salihin, yani, that means like the righteous, godly people. Salihin Allah, right? Mahsanin Allah, good people. But the thing is, they have this responsibility. They may enjoy that, maybe not, I don't know, but to solve other people's problems. Now, this Quran ayat, like helping others, now the religious scholar has to help others, and they have to deal with others' problems, and they're immersed in that. Or to write books and books and books on religion. never free. So to take that kind of duty off, let them go off now. These religious scholars also who have reached a certain kind of self, like righteous, right, salih, good people, godly people, holy people, never ending. So let's just bring them to, take a day off, be off, take a holiday now, be free from all these problems. Then we have these websites, and you can see from Sayyid Sistani's website, question, answer. Oh, Maulan Saab, or Sayyid Saab, Sayyid, sir, I did this in this mutta thing. So how much payment and how much time, and or yeah, it goes on and on. So once you're free, let your pure awareness, unconditional love. Someone told me, like a friend of mine, she said, you're on the right track. Like, I don't think you are a lost case, but I've done a lot of wrongs in this. God knows what demons have possessed me. Not fully, but definitely. Uh, so you would say, person like me who, yeah, I don't know, like, okay, doing Jiddu Krishnamurti, but at the same time seeing that uh, there's something metaphysical, on the metaphysical level, helpless, like ill will of someone. I feel like empaths, perhaps, or someone who's oppressed, Like they say, someone used to tell us that, if you feel, also there are these spiritual people who say, if you feel sad or, negative, then more bad spirits, So I was like, but, in life, you see, life can pull you down, right? You see all these people suffering, and you can't get yourself out of the depression or whatever. And depression is not due to self pity. I don't think so. The sadness in you that doesn't go because you feel like someone has betrayed you or hurt you deeply. Don't know what, but like still, like my growth was perhaps, I wasn't enlightened at that time, right? Awakened. Neither am I now. So all taking the wrong turn, and but then being in this religion also and not understanding it fully, and not holding it tightly. So many things went wrong. Like now with Qigong, you can really, the energy that can heal you from inside automatically, naturally, if you activate the Qi, and then you keep exercising and all this. You can do that outwardly and get the inwardly healing from Qigong also. But the thing is that I faltered, perhaps due to some ignorance and misguidance in my life, and wrong ideas and wrong beliefs and all this, and wrong actions then taken. Um, so here I am, and maybe it's the evil people who are evil. Also, this we have to see that definitely there are these covert narcissists and evil people, and it affects the environment. It affects the other person. So I wasn't able to protect myself, and maybe I got possessed in the way that the world, certain people who I came across who misunderstood me, who, I got a lot, like I was possessed by these people who, even having a good intention for me, well wishers, but they said the wrong things or something. Not like Jiddu Krishnamurti, no one. So, they all this affected me so deeply, so terribly. It got, it's, you know, like really big, the problem. Like I was, like there were these people, like they got into my mind, my being was plagued. Somehow I took it in. Don't know why. Still wondering. And now I feel spiritual is not a good word. And there's someone else who said this, RJ, recently. And even Jiddu Krishnamurti says, quote, spirituality, quoted. So people misuse it, and it's another loaded word and all. God man and gurus and all this. So, I don't know where I'm stuck, but I'm stuck. And so sharing with you what I've learned. I don't know how I got. I think I do believe in black magic though. Now, experiencing like there's a lot of evil, but where are the angels? A lot of devils and evil. But where are the angels then? So if I say there are a lot of devils, but I do, I also wanted to really participate in Jiddu Krishnamurti, but then there were voices, and I was such feelings are overwhelming that if I was compelled to do something, coming here and all the time doing the wrong things, it somehow shocked that even Jiddu Krishnamurti couldn't. I couldn't. I learned or unlearned certain things, and here I am, and. So, in my worst, even losing my strength physically, so Moulin Rouge, if you've seen, I don't know how to say this, and also like guilt complex. Have you seen Spellbound? So, maybe that has happened to me also, that the movie Spellbound by Alfred Hitchcock. Uh, so, all this, now you see it that we have. Trapped ourselves in this mind business thing, mind business, the mind, time. And it just became like there's so many bad people, so many bad things happening, horrifying, shocking. But then I tell, like, then I do Moji now. Who is shocked? It's this pure awareness shock. But it doesn't stop me from getting angry and not able to, to contain. I can't control my anger and get really, I don't know what this, anyways, it's one of a kind. Evil is there. Evil is there, and it's got a lot of energy. It, like they say, evil eye can go through your bones, and an evil eye can cut through your bones, they say. It's so, It's like a sharp knife. So this also that we need to also, so doing Jiddu Krishnamurti, and also maybe but I haven't found any help of just get out of this completely. Evil. It's really evil, the works inside of me. So like there's a murderer, there's on the spiritual level, there's also psychic level, there's a killer, murderer. Distance. If they can't kill you, they can't murder you, then, but this one is even worse because they do it, they keep doing it on the psychic level, keep you alive, and like you've got cancer forever. It's like it's not going. They won't let you die even. Give you so much pain and won't let you die. So I've done. I hope, but I keep. I have to keep. I have to rest in myself. They won't rest. Let me rest in myself. They won't even give me time to. I don't feel like that peace inside of myself, which I felt some time ago, many years ago in St. Joseph's College. It came without my trying or anything, or praying to God for peace. When I was praying to God, it wasn't coming for 6 years. Then it came without even, when I was moving away, when I was having a religious crisis, when I was questioning my religion, everything, this peace came. So, partially, I mean, I do think Jiddu Krishnamurti, like what he says on disciplining guilt, and I can see this is like, you really have to, it's not like belief or something. It's, I think it's seeing, and completely, when you realize it, when you see the tricks of the mind comes, like Bunji Baba says, and the works, it attacks so terribly. And then we have the outside world also, so much going on, radical Islamists, what a terrible, it's and also Muslims, like so helping you in this, I hope you realize this is really not worth spending your time on, but now God's will is not in this. Very easy. But uh, maybe I have to see that Muslims, in what trap are you? That simple sentence, oh, you don't understand, like in Surah Nisa, yeah, sorry God, we don't understand your Allah. Simple hadith of yours, we don't understand. Surah Nisa ayat. What I see here, see, if Allah had desired, you see, otherwise I would not have recited it to you, or oh, there's no comma here. So even Chakar hasn't corrected this. It means that Allah's desire is not in what has been recited to you by me. My goodness. Allah's desire, Allah's will, whatever you put here, the word wish for this, for Shah, Shaa, is not, Allah's will is not that he should recite to you, nor that Allah made it known to you, nor would he have made it known to you. Okay? Is it worth it for this Allah? This is not how many problems, errors, and giving your children, you know, cognitive dissonance. Our minds are not sharp, our minds have become dull. Religious people also. They couldn't see this error. Allah's will is not that he should recite. That Allah's will is not present here. Allah doesn't want him. Allah doesn't want him to recite it. Allah doesn't want it to be made known to you. If Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. No, so you see what you can get maybe to, if Allah had willed, I would not have recited it to you. It doesn't say if Allah had willed, that Allah willed, I recite it to you. It doesn't say it like that. See how complicated way it's put. Also that when you really closely examine it, it has like two, wait a minute, you can't, see, my thing, I've started to get cognitive dissonance. My mind has become dull. I'm deteriorating at a fast pace, maybe, because of my condition. But alims, even common Muslims, now you see it. Why didn't you see it before? Hafiz of Quran. Say if Allah had willed. So there's bad side of Allah's will then. Or because Allah would not will this to be recited to you. Neither would he want it to be known to you. That's what this Quran ayat is saying. And then will you not use reason? It is so, okay, now I'm judging this because on its own thing, right? Rules. Islam's rules. You see, it makes you judge, it makes you even dumb and miss out the mistake it's made here. Blind belief, fear, brainwashing, the works. So now if someone's going to come and say, oh, you're judging this, but I have to use judgment here in its, like, using its principles, right? Using its own principles, Islamic principles and rules and all. Goodness. So we will go to that non-judgmental thing, and it's not impractical. It is practical, and we're discovering. It's not like, we're discovering. We're through trial and error. It's not the end of the world. For this is like fire, and this. And Allah, the Supreme Creator and perfect. You get it? So there's someone who's like Jiddu Krishnamurti, consistent, seeing for yourself. First starting from non-judgmental, observing. So like Allah allowed Pharaoh, and then Allah allowed Musa. I mean, Allah chose Moses. But Allah allowed Pharaoh, that's his Rahmaniyat, we say, right? And then he will judge. But then he will stop. He gave respite. He says, I gave Rahmaniyat to you all, but you have no value for it. So this, but it's not consistent. Jiddu Krishnamurti is very different, very extremely different. And so this is like a hodgepodge, terrible mess. I can't believe like how educated people, I think Imam Hazir Imam should, he's such a good person. I would like him to just, I hope one day he steps down like Jiddu Krishnamurti when they wanted to make him the world teacher. Because in any way to encourage this religion is and is terribly harmful. It is a lie. And look at the Quran ayat here, whoever. So who is more unjust? Zalim. 10, Surah 10:17. Who is more unjust than you invents a lie about Allah or denies his signs? Indeed, the criminals will not succeed. And also the fire they will be in, those who associate with Allah, they are the liars, and disgrace upon those who deny the truth here, and disgraced. And who? Save yourselves. Save the world. So you want to be in the truth, right? True religion. And I have proven through and through that this is a false religion. And so this, according to it, it is zalim. Absolutely zalim. False religion. Prophet Muhammad was an absolute zalim. You get it? At least to just, or just leave this religion. It is extremely harmful zulm on others, on the intellect, on the heart. Again, I'm repeating myself. Please don't let me repeat myself. Okay, thank you very much. I have to go now. Thank you for bearing with me for how many hours now? 3, 4. This is okay. And no, I have to check here. 3 hours and 43 minutes. Okay. It's late. I have to go now, but okay. I hope I didn't disturb anyone, the neighbors. And although not much good is left in me, much is squeezed out of me, I still, whatever little bit, 1% or even minus 4% is left, trying to help myself and you, not wanting to hurt anyone, but I shocked myself to no extent, really, how much good I wanted and what am I spreading. And I haven't done much good. Not at all. The bad is terrible. I don't want to even think about it right now. Okay, so whatever percent is left in me, I've come here and I'm much grateful for this opportunity to be able to, maybe I can help someone leave Islam. And I'm here and thank God for this opportunity to be here. Point 0.00002% is left in me. to do, to like help out, support, and be of service, humble service to humanity and myself. So look at this. Okay, so can anyone say that I've been wrong in this? Please let me know, because 4 hours now, 4 hours, 3 hours, 45 minutes. Is there anyone who can say, Zahra, please tell me that I'm wrong. I've got it wrong. The English translation, I've got this wrong. The desire of Allah is that He should recite to you. Tell me that the desire of Allah, this ayat is saying that the will of Allah is that He should recite to you. Then I will keep this just so what I was okay. Here I've said bad side of Allah's will because of this ayat, right? And had Allah willed, He would indeed have imposed on you exacting conditions. So at least see this, that there's a bad side. If Allah had wished, He could have put you into difficulties. If Allah had wished. But anyways, He didn't will it. But if He had wished, He would have put you into difficulty. Like His will, there's a bad side of His will, right? Succinctly put now. And I'm so tired I would be complicating things in my trying to explain. Now, so I better go before I complicate it further. Succinctly put, right? Bad side of Allah's will. If Allah had willed or wished or desired, look at the bad side of His desire. I don't. So how the Muslims see this? You see the mind, how it's tricked you to think this is Allah's will. It's always good. Allah is always adal, just, good. He's perfect. There's nothing wrong with Him. Don't you dare say anything to Him. Otherwise, you'll be in blasphemy. If Allah had wished, He could have put you into difficulties. But He didn't wish it, neither did He will it. My God, what kind of a thing is this? Say if Allah had willed. Okay, I better go now. Thank you very much for being here. And sorry for the 4 hours. I don't know who's going to be here for 4 hours. You can, I think there's a transcript here too after I finish with this, and then you can see what you want to see. Choose. This is too many hours. Thank you for being here. Wish you the very best. All I can do is have words and wishes, but I can't do anything to make this life beautiful and good for you. I only have words now left. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it for taking the time